what time it is. You already know. Hey, it's What Up Doe, the What Up Doe, the What Up Doe show. Yo, what up, Doe? It is the What Up Doe show. I'm your boy, OG Tim Wilson. I am your host with the most, and I do this from coast to coast, eating nothing but buttered toast. And when I get home, I'm going to make some roast because I'm hungry as a motherfucker. But anyway, what's going on, man? I'm just in here chilling, just feeling good, man. I got my homies in the building. Big Ed and Waze is in the house with me tonight, y'all. And we came to bring it to you. I want to say big ups to everybody celebrating the birthday today, especially my girl, Danny Redwine. I got to give a shout out to my girl, comedian Danny Redwine. Happy birthday to all y'all. That's for Danny and all of those that share her birthday with her today. Big Ed, what's going on?
What's up? What's up, OG?
It's all good in the hood, and so good I got a wood. Wade, what's happening on your side of town? What's going on?
Oh man, not much, man. That one took me back for a little quick second there.
That's what she said. That's what she said. I took it to the back. I took her to the back seat. But look here, man. This is the Backseat Boys, not the Backstreet Boys. The Backseat Boys. That's gonna be the name of my new group, the Backseat Boys. Yes, all the hoes to the backseat. So anyway, man, what's happening around here, man? Big Ed, you normally got some action. What's going on at your? By the way, I want to give a shout out to Little Pork Chop. Little Pork Chop in the building, man. That's my homeboy. Little Pork Chop. He's a big supporter of all the What Up Doe Show Radio Network shows. So big up to Little Pork Chop out there. So anyway, I hate what'd you say?
Oh no, I just let out a sigh when I looked out the damn window.
Snow?
6 to 14 inches.
You know what that means.
Money.
It's getting to look a lot like Christmas. Everywhere I go.
Ooh.
I don't know about y'all, man, but I'm a big Christmas song fan, man. So I'm enjoying my Christmas music at my desk, and everybody thinks I'm crazy because why do you like this shit? Well, I just love Christmas music. So speaking of which, since I'm in such a hype mood and I hate to start the show with the story that I'm about to start the show with, let's start it this way. I need a coin. Wait a minute.
Oh shit. Okay.
Big Ed, call it in the air.
Let's go tails.
Tails it is. You want to go first or you want to go second?
I'll go second.
Joe. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, Joe got a point. Joe got a point. Let's go on and do that first. Let's do that first. Let's do that. This nigga toasting Budweiser.
Ain't a toast, bro. Ain't a toast.
Yeah, it is.
And I'm washing down my toast with Budweiser. How about that?
Yeah.
All right. So, Joe, favorite Christmas song. What is your favorite Christmas song?
Jackson 5. Was it Saw Mommy Kissing Santa Claus?
Oh, Mama Kissing Santa Claus underneath the mistletoe last night. I like that. Good one. That's a damn good one. That's in my top 10 for sure. That's definitely my top 10. Maybe my top 5. I have not put that list together, but it would definitely fall into my top 10. In fact, that came on yesterday in my office, but today they played another one that I got a Big Ed, what's yours?
I got two of them that are really, really close to each other. But my all-time favorite has to be the Burl Ives version of Holly Jolly Christmas?
I can say I'm not sure I'm familiar with it, but I like the Holly Jolly. It's a Holly Jolly Christmas.
Yep.
I know the song, but I don't know
the version that's in the Rudolph cartoon.
Okay, I can't say that I can distinguish the versions of that one unless a black artists do it. That's the only time I can do. If you tell me the Temptations Silent Night, I know that version from the other Silent Night. You tell me the Temptation version of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, I know that from the other Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeers. But I don't know. I don't even know who you said is
Burl Ives.
Yeah, see, I have no idea. I don't even know who that is. Leave it alone. I know their version. But okay, a good song though. Holly Jolly Christmas would not fall into my top 10. It would not fall into my top 10. There is another Jackson 5 song that will fall into my top 10, probably my top 5. I actually like it better than Some Mama Kissing Santa Claus, although that's one of my favorites for sure. But I do like the Jackson 5 version of Santa Claus coming to town. Oh yeah, Santa Claus coming to town. Santa Claus is coming to town. So yeah, that one is in my top. That's in my top 10 as well. Probably my top 5. That one. It's my favorite Jackson. Now the Temptations pretty much dominates my top 10 because their Christmas album is the shit. Silent Night is in my top 5. The Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer is in my top 5 from them. But my number one, my absolute favorite Christmas song, without a doubt and without competition, not a close second, there's a distant second. It's Donny Hathaway with This Christmas. I'm telling you, that damn song is the shit to me. That is my favorite shit. Hang down mistletoe. I want to get to know you better.
Yeah. It's funny that you mentioned that one because the other song that I was going to mention was Chris Brown's version of This Christmas.
Okay. And I like Chris Brown. Chris Brown did a good job, but Donny Hathaway kills it. Donny Hathaway is set the standard, and there is none that can touch him. But Chris Brown did do a good job.
I would like to express my appreciation that none of us had put Mariah Carey All I Want for Christmas. I heard that too many times at work. My boss would start singing. I'm like, I'm about to punch you in your fucking throat.
Now, is that the one that go, all I want for Christmas is you? I do like that. I do like that song.
I can't. I every time I hear it, I'm like, look, Mariah, you better stop.
Not in my top 10, but I do like it. The Motown Christmas dominates my top 10. So like the Jackson 5, those two that we named already, the two I named from the Temps, Stevie Wonder with I can't think of it. All I need and more. All I need and more. That's what Christmas means to me, my love. Yeah, that's my shit right there. That's in my top 5. I tell you what, it's very possibly, without giving it extra effort and doing a list, I would say it's going to fall in my top 10. If not, it's going to fall right outside my top 10. And it's a Christmas song that doesn't get a lot of love, doesn't get a lot of appreciation, doesn't even get a lot of play. But that would be Prince with Lonely Christmas. Last night, spent another lonely Christmas. Darling, darling, you should have been there. Y'all know that one?
I'm ashamed to say I've never heard that one.
You're the one that makes my love shout, see. You are the only one that I care for. Man, that's my shit. That's my shit. It is definitely, now that I think about it, it's probably in my top 10, but it is not a very quote unquote popular Christmas song because it's a song about he reminiscing about how he lost somebody on a Christmas. And so it's a quote unquote sad Christmas song. So every Christmas he spends this lonely Christmas because he lost his love on Christmas past. So yeah, excellent song, man. Love Prince. Love that song. And then y'all got to check that out. It's called Lonely Christmas.
Well, I definitely will be.
Lonely Christmas by the Prince of Music. Oh man, Christmas songs, man. You know.
Now, I will say my favorite non-black Christmas song
Okay.
is "The Little Drummer Boy."
That's a damn good non-black Christmas song. That you know what? Which also reminds me, the Temptations got a version of Drummer Boy.
Yep.
Live and motherfucker. But yeah, the non-black Christmas songs, that's a good one. Joe, Big Ed, your non-black Christmas song. Or what's yours non-black anyway?
Yeah, it was.
Well, your favorite black Christmas song?
Thank you. Yeah. What's your favorite?
That was a minute ago. This Christmas. But hey, have you heard DMX's version of Rudolph?
I have heard DMX's version of Rudolph. In fact, if you want to do, if you're on Pandora, I know I don't want to hear it, Big Ed. I know you're not. I know what you're on. You don't have to shout it out because every time I say Pandora, he got to make sure I know that he's on title. I just wanted y'all to know that I don't want to hear it. You gonna do it? You do it every time. Nobody's just making faces.
I wasn't even gonna say nothing about it.
I'm just saying. It's a preemptive strike. It's a preemptive strike. It's called preventive action. So you prevent an action that could possibly happen before it happens. So if you're on Pandora, create a station around the song Christmas in Hollis by Run DMC. Right? It's a fun fucking station, man. I've been listening to that. It's a lot of fun. And so many, I didn't realize there was so many hip hop Christmas songs. Luda and all kind of shit comes on, man. And then there's instrumentals of Christmas classics that's hip hopped up with some. It's a pretty dope little stage. I enjoy it. I have a lot of fun listening to that one and letting the funky beats. And then another one of my tops is James Brown. Santa Claus goes straight to the ghetto. Santa Claus goes straight to the ghetto. Hey, that's a good one. But my favorite non-black Christmas song is tough call, man, because when it comes to the traditional Christmas songs, that's where I came up on. And it's almost hard to say because it's hard to think of. I think I would go with. I would probably go with "Joy to the World" or "Oh Christmas Tree." Not "Oh Christmas Tree." The other one. What's the one? "We Wish You a Merry Christmas." That's the one. I did a remake of that a while ago. They did a competition on the radio here one time on Sports Talk Radio, and they were talking about people asking people to make up Christmas songs, sports-related Christmas songs.
Mm-hmm.
And this was when the Lions had Matt Millen, and they were en route to the 0-16 season. This was the year they ended up going 0-16. They was 0 at the time. And the Tigers had a bad season that year. The Wings and the Pistons were still competitive. And so I decided to call and join into this Christmas song because I was good at writing Christmas songs. I used to do it all the time, me and Latone, on Christmas, because Latone hated Christmas music and I loved it. So I would change the Christmas songs into stuff that he would find funny, that he would enjoy. And we did. It was crazy shit. Never should have been on the radio, some of it. But I did a remake of "We Wish You a Merry Christmas" for this sports talk show. And it went, "We wish you a Merry Christmas. Thank God for the Wings and Pistons, because the Lions are going winless for the rest of the year." There was more, but I'm not going into the rest. That was the gist of it. So Anyway, I'm gonna say it's that one because that's always my favorite first go to when I got to rewrite a Christmas song. Because even the first time I did that with the tone, it had to be in Madison to know what an isthmus is. But I said, "Well, we wish you a Merry Christmas. Let's take a ride across the isthmus and catch a couple fishes at the edge of the pier." Some shit like that. It was stupid. And then I did jingle balls, jingle in your jaws. We did all kind of bad shit on that night. It was horrible. The later the night got, the worse my songs got. A very underrated Christmas song that a lot of people don't know is a Christmas song. In fact, it is so unknown that it's a Christmas song that they actually, when they came out with this, was their first song. It was on a Christmas album compilation, and that's how they got their break. They made this Christmas song for this compilation album, and because it got so popular, they got their album deal, and on their album they put that song on it, but they changed the words so that it was no longer about Christmas. Any guesses? Big Ed, you should know. Joe?
I do not know.
Can I get a guess? Can I get a guess from one of y'all? Can I get a guess?
Next?
Nope. It's a rap group.
Oh, okay.
Rap.
Boys to Men would Let Us Know. That's a good one, though.
Rap.
Okay, I'll give you a hint.
What I was thinking about was Let Us Know by Boys to Men.
Okay, I'm going to give you a hint. And when I give you this hint, I'm going to tell you right away, you will know the group. But the question is, will you know the song? And did you know it was a Christmas song? Did you know, or is this news to you? But it was on LaFace Christmas album compilation. LaFace compilation Christmas album.
Outkast.
Outkast is the group. Their very first song was a Christmas song, and it was from that Christmas album for LaFace Records.
Oh,
and then they changed the words for the album.
It was International Players Club.
You're on the right track, but it's called Players Ball.
Players Ball, yeah, you're right.
Oh, okay.
So the original hook was with afros and braids and those youth carols, whatever they say. And I'm gonna tell you there's a better way because the player ball is coming on Christmas Day. That was the original version said. And then they changed it to all day, every day.
Okay.
All day, every day, actually. All day, every day.
I remember seeing an interview by them about that.
Yeah, they changed it to all day, every day.
Yeah, they wanted to make a Christmas song, but a hood Christmas song that only those around their area would understand. And that was the Players Ball. They always came around Christmas time.
Right. So the player ball is coming on Christmas Day is what the original version said. And it was it was their breakthrough. It was their first chance to do something with LA. LA Reid decided to give them a shot. Y'all do something on the Christmas album. Yeah. And it's like, all right, we're gonna make a Christmas song, all right, motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
And it was so loosely translated as a Christmas song that when they put it on the album, all they did was change one line, one phrase. Instead of saying Christmas Day, they said all day, every day, and it was the same fucking song. And nobody knows that was a Christmas song except me and Latone.
Yeah, I didn't know that. But as soon as you said on the face, I started going through.
I said that. I said as soon as I say the record, as soon as I say the label, you're gonna know. I knew that. I knew that would happen. So yeah, that should have been an old school moment. Damn it, I'm slipping. Anyway,
sadly, I actually did know that. I just absolutely.
I was just thinking the same thing, OG.
You did know that, Joe. You said you did know that. You just slipping. That's all. He been gummies. So
like week 17.
Yeah, so like So y'all don't know about that, but we do a show called the Fantasy Roundup, and it's week 14, and it said Fantasy Roundup week 14, and then in the description, this motherfucker put Fantasy Roundup week 17. I said, what the fuck is 17? The season ain't over. That's it. It's the last show. So yo, this is What Up Doe show, y'all. I'm your boy OG Tim Wilson. We'll be right back. Come on. Ooh, that's a smooth beat right there. That shit's fire. I'm about to do a song right now on the spot. We gonna call it "Fuck Your Shit." That's the name of it. Yo. Yeah. So you don't want us to play with your ball? Fuck what? Your shit. We wasn't even having it all. Nigga, fuck your shit. So you don't want us to ride in your car? Nigga, fuck your shit. Right.
Hey.
That's it.
Right, it had a nice little Sunday jazz vibe to it.
Yeah, I like that. Ooh-wee. Fuck your shit. That's gonna be that's going platinum. All right, man. It's time for me to play Debbie Downer.
Let's get it.
Oh man.
Top story this week, man. We lost former Bronco wide receiver, Mr. Demaryius Thomas, passed away at the age of 33, found dead in his home. I don't know if you guys heard any additional news that came out throughout the day. Of course, I heard it first thing this morning. They were not saying how he died. They were just saying he was found dead in his home. So I don't know any details. I don't know if you do have any more information since that time, because my day was pretty much I just didn't get a chance to get back to it. But I want to say rest in peace to Demaryius Thomas. He was a very good wide receiver. I know the word great gets thrown around a lot, but when I tell you he was money when it came to fantasy. He was money. He was a Pro Bowl receiver multiple times, and very sad to hear that at the age of 33, we lost a successful young black man like that.
Another tragic incident.
Man. I know I had seen that he was battling with some illness. They never specified what the illness was, but he had been struggling with an illness for the last few years. And that's what the assumption is that he passed from.
Damn. That's rough, man. That's rough. A lot of people are suffering with stuff, and we have no idea. Look what happened to Black Panther, you know. People are struggling with things we don't know about. That's why it's important to make sure people get their flowers, but they're still with us, because we just don't know what they're going through when they're not with us. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, that's definitely some sad news, because he retired a season ago?
Yeah, I think last year.
I believe the season before COVID.
Yeah, he had an early retirement.
At the beginning of COVID.
He had him a little early retirement, and kind of that was it. No information on why he decided to retire so early or anything. It wasn't like he was a terrible player or anything, and he had to retire because there was no teams trying to come after get him up.
Damn. So I'm not sure what he was dealing with. I'm sure eventually it'll come out, man. But it's a sad commentary. It's a very sad story, and I'm very, very, very sad to report it. But rest in peace to Demaryius Thomas, dead at 33, man. I'll give him a moment. And okay, so on that note, let's move on. I got another story. So this one is a little feels a little better.
Hold on, I think Big Ed had something to say about that.
Go ahead, Big Ed.
There's another man that deserves his flowers that died this week. From up here in Minnesota. You might be familiar with him. His name is Brother Jules. He was a DJ at KMOJ. Real big DJ up here in Minneapolis. He was actually Prince's DJ. He passed away this week.
Yeah. Okay. Well, rest in peace. Didn't know. I was not familiar with that. Not aware of that. Yeah, and I mean, there's some. While we're here, let's. What the hell? This is the obituary portion of the show.
Okay.
Rapper Slim 400, who I'd never heard of before. Don't know his music, but his name is Slim 400. He was shot and killed at the age of 33 as well. We lost him at the age of 33, but I'm not familiar with rapper Slim 400. Big Ed?
I have no clue who he is.
Same here. I heard about it. Not really familiar with the individual himself or his music. From what I heard, he was up and coming, so he wasn't really mainstream yet.
Yeah. You know what? You're probably right, and we'll see if because I heard Pop Smoke wasn't really mainstream until after it was posthumous. His success came posthumously. So that was interesting, but I don't know who Slim 400 is. I honestly don't. I guess I'll wrap it up. I hadn't planned on going into this story like this, but since we're doing it this way, we'll just roll with it. This is the What Up Doe Show obituary segment where we give our flowers to those that we lost this week. Nick Cannon lost his 5-month-old son to a brain tumor. So I want to send some, comforting prayers and condolences to Nick Cannon and his wife, man. So I know that was hard.
Yeah, I've never been a fan of Nick Cannon, but as a father, just speaking as a father, I couldn't even try to imagine what the hell they're going through right
now. Nick Cannon's actually got a daytime talk show that he does now. And I actually found out that it's not a taped show. It's actually a live show that he does. I had heard about his son passing. I had read about his son passing, and then the show came on, and the last couple shows, that's all he's talked about. He's had therapists on there with him, and he's actually trying to help other people that are going through stuff like this.
Which is a very responsible way for him to do it because he has a voice. So instead of crawling into a closet and keeping it to himself and saying, "Hey, respect my privacy. I don't want to talk about it," blah blah blah, which is okay. I don't want to knock. I don't want to state that I'm judging anybody who wants us to respect their privacy in their hard times because you deserve it. You are entitled to it. I just think with the voice that he has and the platform that he has, very responsible way for him to handle this is to help others.
Yeah.
That could be potentially going through the same thing that you're going through while you're getting help for yourself. Cool thing.
I'll also give him props because he's doing something not many black men do in general, not even just as a celebrity, but he's showing that vulnerability. That he's still a person.
He's wearing his heart on his sleeve.
Yeah, so he gets mad respect from me on that point.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think some of that comes from his days as a comedian. Comedians tend to be a lot more open with their lives publicly than other types of artists. And I will say this, man. I will say this. I'm going to go ahead and say it because that is actually, unfortunately, a fairly popular opinion amongst a lot of black men that they're not Nick Cannon fans. And I've always been. I'm not a quote unquote Nick Cannon fan, but I've always liked Nick Cannon. I like his movies. Yeah. I like this show Wild and Out. I like that he put a lot of artists on. good friends with a good friend of mine, who he also gave some opportunities to out there in California. That's my boy Spanky Hayes. Um, so I have a lot of respect for Nick Cannon. I don't dislike Nick Cannon. I'm not a quote unquote fan of his, but I do support his projects. I do like what he does, and he was good in Drumline, whether like him or not.
Yeah,
Drumline was the shit.
That's the best movie he ever
but
did.
Love Don't Cost a Thing is where he kind of lost me.
And roll
all in all, though, as a human being.
But hold up, Love Don't Cost a Thing. Was that the one with Christina Milian or something?
Yeah, with the big ass.
I enjoyed the fuck out of that movie. I don't care. I like that too. That shit made me laughing. That movie made me laugh.
But
and then it became cool and shit. And then he started dissing her.
But for me, overall, as a human being, I think when you want to look at a strong, real black man, as far as just being honest, you can't really look any further than Nick Cannon. There's not too many that will be absolutely honest with you, no matter how it affects his career. He was pretty much canceled for what, 6 months because of what he said about the Jews.
Yeah, he was. And that and you know the hard part about that is that he was canceled because it was a lot, for the large part, what he said was true, and also they just have a strong hold on Hollywood. So it's amazing what he's been able to do, and climbing out of that low hole, considering how much power they have on Hollywood.
Oh yeah, but yeah, I have a tremendous respect for
But
Nick
the one
Cannon.
the one thing I say he does better than all of that is rap.
Really though? Look, I was hoping you're going to lean into, putting black culture out in the forefront with Wild and Out and everything, but you said rapping. Come on now. Ice JJ Fish is a better R&B artist than he is a rapper.
Yeah, Nick Cannon got his skills. He went after Eminem, and it was like, why?
The only relevant rap music he's put out was Gigolo, and that was it.
No, he does not.
The only rap that I like that he did was the freestyle he did after George Floyd.
Yeah, well,
that's the only one.
I think that was a poem, though, wasn't that?
Yeah.
Well, either way, the fact that he showed up in Minneapolis to George Floyd Square.
Yeah, that was cool, but it's still he's not impressed me as a rapper. No. Music ain't his thing.
No.
Producing?
I've not seen him do stand up, but as a comedic actor, I enjoy him. I think he's fun sometimes. He's fun with some fun stuff there. So I mean, he's fun, but
he actually does have a couple of comedy specials out. One of them,
I know he's done stand up. He was a stand up comedian. That's how he got started.
Yeah. It was pretty funny.
But I've never seen him do stand up. So
no.
I'm not familiar with his stand up act, so I can't say whether or not I like it. But I do, as a comedic actor, though, I enjoy it.
What I will say about him is, when it comes to, in general, he is a genius producer. He's the individual that brought us Wild and Out, which brings black culture to the forefront and really shows it off in a funny and almost serious way at sometimes. But then he's got The Masked Singer and shows of that sort. He also brought back Hollywood Squares.
So, but as for Wild and Out, I can only give him credit for using his platform to put it out there, because what I know that a lot of people don't know is that, in its own roundabout way, ultimately the Wild and Out idea came from yours truly.
Yeah.
That's a fact. That's actually that is actually true. I started a group here called The Other Level. The original members were me, my brother Mike, Spanky Hayes, Kool-Aid, Tony Roberts, and Joe Blunt. and then it blew up here. We exploded on the scene, and it took off. And then I eventually got out of comedy, and they kept it going. And new other comedians around town joined up with the other level. Just became like a big family of comedians here. And then they moved to California. Joe Blunt, Thomas Ward, Tony Roberts, Spanky Hayes, and Howie Bell moved out to California and took the other level there. And started doing shows there. Tony Roberts ended up leaving and moving to New York. But they kept it going as the other level in California, and was taking off out there too, and getting gigs and killing the game out there. And Nick Cannon saw that. Nick Cannon and Spank got cool, and Spanky kind of gave Nick Cannon the idea. So from the other level, he got the idea to do Wild and Out, and he brought Spanky, who at the time was the lead member of the other level, and he brought Spanky on with him to the Wild and Out when they did the Wild and Out. So the whole idea came from the other level, and the other level was my creation in Detroit. That's fact. There's another. Oh, y'all getting all the old school stories up in here tonight. Y'all getting it all. I hope y'all soaking it in, because it's the real shit. Ain't no faking.
Wild and Out reminded me of another show that they used to be on. I can't remember what damn channel it was on, but it had Tracy Morgan and what's the white dude?
Bill Burr.
No, that was in what the fuck movie was Dave Chappelle with the movie with Dave Half Baked? Jim Brewer. And they just, I don't know, it was one of them battle type shows where they were just talking about each other all the time. But it was when Tracy Morgan used to wear the beanie with the fucking helicopter on it.
Oh yeah.
Gotcha. Well, see, with Wild and Out, what they're really doing is doing what we used to call improv games, which was part of our show, because we would do skits and improv games. So, and that was, and Wild and Out is just a collection of improv games. Most of them, because he had that platform and the resources. Most of what he was doing came from Second City. Those not familiar with Second City in Chicago, there was also one here for a while too, and that's what Second City was. They did skits and improv, and Second City actually turned into Saturday Night Live. So that's where original Saturday Night Live started from. It was the cast of Second City when because every year after they run their course, they run their season basically with Second City, they freshen it up by holding auditions again and coming with a whole new cast, and the previous cast of Second City goes on to do whatever they're going to do. Well, that year, that cast of Second City said, let's put this shit on television, and they did a pilot and sent it to NBC, and it became Saturday Night Live. And so Saturday Night Live was a baby of Second City. All the original cast was from Second City, Chicago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Belushi and John Belushi and Chevy Chase and Dan Aykroyd, Bill Murray, Garrett Morris, all them cats. They were Second City, Chicago.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's what became Saturday Night Live. So they were the originators of skits and improv games to put it on a major stage. So yeah. So the way
that was my second favorite Saturday Night Live cast.
And ladies and gentlemen, this was your edition of the What Up Doe Show educational section.
The old school memory lane section of the What Up Doe Show is over, folks. We'll be back, man. You're listening to the What Up Doe Show, man. I'm your boy, OG Tim Wilson, on behalf of Big Ed and Waves. We'll be right back with you. Yeah. Speaking of improv, I think I'm about to make a new song. I'm gonna call this one Shoot your car. Yeah. So you driving too fast down my street? Shoot your car. Bounce to the beat. Shoot your car. Setting off car alarms with the bass. Shoot your car. And I hope I hit you in the face when I shoot your car. I'm going platinum with that shit. Yeah. Oh, yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. This is the What Up Doe show. It's the What Up Doe show.
No, I'm not going to lie to you. Oh, shit. No.
So.
Oh, sorry. I was going to say, not going to lie to you. I was muted. I didn't realize it. I pulled a big Ed. No, what I was going to say is that last segment with the Wildin' Out Saturday Night Live Origins, that was probably the most educational thing I have had in a while. And I'm not even saying that in a funny or negative way. I didn't know none of that. That was dope.
Yeah, I got the old school. You know, I needed to play the old school music. I should have had it queued up. I could have played the old school. Because there is an old school moment theme song, folks, that I did not have queued up and I didn't play for y'all for that. So just so y'all know. But that was some old school moment shit for y'all. So yeah, you know, you learn something new every day. Every time you listen to the What Up Doe show, you learn something. So speaking of, we mentioned my favorite Nick Cannon movie is Drumline.
Mm-hmm.
Is that your favorite Nick Cannon movie too?
Absolutely.
Yeah. I think by far Drumline is his best work. Which took place at an HBCU. So speaking of HBCU football, I have some HBCU football news.
Ooh, okay.
I am getting excited about the direction that HBCU football is going, and I can't wait for HBCU basketball to go there. I have an idea for it, but I'll get back to that. But Grambling University in Louisiana has just hired former NFL coach Hugh Jackson.
Ooh.
Coach this squad.
Yeah.
Formerly the head coach of the Cleveland Browns, he is now the head coach of Grambling University.
See,
go ahead.
I was gonna say, now he's gonna have the talent that his abilities can actually show.
Man, it's going to be strong because now look at what's happening with the HBCUs. We're getting some big names, some big people with big names, with big voices, with big platforms, with big resources. You got Hugh Jackson, you got Deion Sanders, you got Eddie Griffin, not Eddie Griffin, but Eddie George.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, I was like, Eddie Griffin? What the hell he know about football?
No shit. And there's one more that I'm missing. Who am I missing? I'm missing one. There's one more that I'm missing, and I can't think of the school. Damn it, I'm missing one. Andre Ware? Oh no, it's somebody. It's another one. There's another one out there. There's another one.
Say Herm Edwards, but he's in Arizona.
Wait.
No, he's in Arizona. There's another big name player that.
You mean DeMarcus Ware?
No, there's another player that's
playing football.
There's another former NFL player that's coaching in HBCU. It'll come to me. But anyway, that's 1, 2, 3 major NFL players and now a major NFL coach that is coaching in HBCU football, and HBCU is. Deion came up with a great idea that has not come to fruition, and he wants to merge two of the conferences to make one super conference of one super HBCU conference, make a super conference, and so they can be more competitive with the big boys.
Right.
Ooh, D1.
Just make a big one. That's when bring the SWAC and the whatever one he's in. I forgot the two. So he wants to bring two of them together, but they didn't want the other conference doesn't want to merge because they don't want to get swallowed up for whatever. They got to work shit out. But if they can work it out and have two conferences in the HBCU ranks merge to become a bigger conference, a super conference amongst HBCUs, they would draw. They can pool resources. They can draw more recruits and get more attention put on them. And hey, then they can start competing with the big boys because they can start putting some big boys on their schedule and say, look, which I want. Come get some. Come get it, bitch.
Right.
Hey,
get it, bitch.
All I know is the NCAA could definitely use a little more swag. So bringing in a whole HBCU division or conference would be remarkable. Can you imagine?
Grambling, Ohio State.
I'm saying swag versus the hosses when you got the Big Ten going up against the goddamn HBCUs. Oh my god, dude! And they're going to be competitive games.
Yeah.
Wisconsin against Mississippi Valley State.
Yeah.
Man, I'm saying that brings opportunity. The one thing that could bring it all over the edge.
Florida A&U against Michigan.
The one thing that could bring it all over the edge and put the HBCUs on the map is if Tony Dungy comes back and coaches one of those teams.
That would be cold-blooded. That'll do it. That would be nice. That would be nice.
Yeah, but he's done coaching.
Sadly.
Sitting in that booth is doing him just fine right now.
Okay.
Yeah, but the itch always comes back. As a former football player that was forced to have to retire and quit, the itch always comes back.
So that I think is pretty exciting. My thing is what I think can be easily pulled off. I just don't know who will pull it off. I just need somebody to do it. But I think it's easier done in basketball for an HBCU to really and truly make a national impact and say, get this. Because I look back to the University of Michigan. And with all these players playing in AAU together, they getting to know each other in early age, in high school age. If the top 5 recruits or 5 of the top 10 recruits get together and say, let's all go to an HBCU together and do a Fab 5 at an HBCU, game over. Game over.
It would force the hand of the NCAA to take acknowledge.
Put us in a tournament, I dare you.
But but that would involve all of them have to be on the same page about going all 4 years to school.
Not necessarily.
No, not necessarily.
I don't see it being a one and done thing, though.
Why not? You can go. Well, you can leave and go to the pros. Why? Why can't you?
Yeah.
Why can't you?
Once you have more HBCU players in the NFL, all of a sudden, the more the NCAA is going to be looking like, hey, maybe we should inherit this conference.
Y'all missed it.
Producing it.
You're missing it. No, you're missing it. The NBA is different. Yeah. The NBA, it has been proven over and over and over again now that you do not have to go to one of the power schools to make the big money in the league. You don't. Mm-hmm. Even to go high. Ja Morant, 2nd overall pick, Murray State, right? Look at CJ McCollum. Look at Steph Curry, Kawhi Leonard, Dame Lillard. I mean, it's proven now that you don't have to go to the big schools to get the big money in the NBA. You don't have to. You will get recognized. You can just go to you can go to a small school and still make the big dough in the big league, in the big dance. You can still do it.
I guess what I was getting at is what's more impressive? All of them going and being one and done, or all of them going all 4 years and creating a dynasty for those 4 years.
There's no such thing as one and done anymore. Okay, let's pay attention to sports. You got to go 2 years. You can't go out. You can't do one and done no more.
Okay, well at least
that ain't the point. The whole point is what's more impressive. I tell you what's impressive. If these motherfuckers go to the same school and kick everybody's ass. Get Duke on your schedule. Get Ohio State on your schedule. Get Michigan on your schedule. Get Gonzaga. Look at Gonzaga. They turned themselves into a power school when it comes to basketball.
Absolutely true. That is.
Nobody knew who Gonzaga was 20 years ago. They didn't know who that was. Them motherfuckers just kept getting there. They kept sneaking into the tournament and winning the first round. Then they got in there and won 2 or 3 rounds. And all of a sudden, they became a mainstay. They made it one time to the Elite Eight. Everybody knew their name. Hey, now they got recruiting power.
I do have to correct you on one thing about Gonzaga. Everybody knew who Gonzaga was because everybody knew that was an easy W for a while. And then all of a sudden, for years, it became, who the fuck is this team?
No, man. Yeah, I'm older than you. I remember when nobody knew who the fuck Gonzaga was. Nobody even knew how to say it. We just didn't. But nobody knew who they were, and nobody even knew how to pronounce it. They had to. The coach had to come on and say it's Gonzaga. That's why they started calling themselves the Zags, so that people would know how to say it. Because they didn't know who they were. Nobody knew who the fuck they were. They snuck in. They were snuck in as like a 16 seed. And then they snuck in again. And next time they won a game. And then they won that 1 year they went to the Elite Eight. That's because that's when they shocked the world. And they were on the map forever after that. Mm-hmm. And I'll never forget the day. Because that was when that coach came on and said, and by the way, when they were headed to the Elite Eight, they won the Sweet 16. And he said, by the way, it's Gonzaga. And that was it. They've been on the map ever since. Nobody knew who they were. But half the people I know still don't know where it is.
I sure as hell don't.
Me neither.
At my point, I was just saying. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't take in basketball. All it takes is talent. If a Fab Five goes to an HBCU, they don't have to commit for 4 years. You can make an impact as freshmen. You can make an impact as 5 freshmen. If Fab Five went to the finals as freshmen. They went to the finals as freshmen, and they went as sophomores. And then that's when Chris Webber left. And then they went back as juniors. And the other guys left. Juwan Howard took off, and it was just Jalen. Jalen was the only one that stayed. No, Jalen, I'm sorry. Jalen, Jimmy, and Juwan left after the junior year. Chris Webber left after the sophomore year. But after the junior year, they went to the Final Four. They lost in the Final Four. But their first 2 years, when they were all 5 there, they went to the finals. As freshmen and sophomores. So it can be done. They don't have to, even if they're one and done, even though I think one and done is over. If I'm not mistaken, you got to be 2 years in now. You can't leave after your freshman year. You got to do 2 years. But even if who cares if they one and done? It don't matter. That ain't the point. Because even if they're one and done, that 1 year that they do it is going to be enough to make an impact. I guarantee you it's going to be some high school kids sitting around going, damn, we should do that too. I'm going there too. Why? Because they will have made the noise they need to make. They'll make the news. I'm telling you, it'll change everything. Well, yeah. It'll change everything in college basketball. Because it will make it look like, okay, so it's cool for black players. This year, only one major recruit went to Howard. Thon Maker, I think it was. So I think it was Thon Maker went to Howard. He was a major recruit, and he just said, "No, I'm going to Howard." But when it comes down to it, man, you don't have to go to the big schools to make it in the league, and that's been proven. That's been proven now. So who cares? Right. Who cares where you go? We care, man. We want you to go to the black school. Right. Put us on the map. Change the game. Had to change everything. I'm going to take a short break, man. This time I'm not doing a rap song because I got to pee. It's the Up Doe show, man. I'm your boy, OG Tim Wilson. We'll be right back. We're back. Yeah, we're back, and I want to thank you for joining us on the What Up Doe show. We're gonna do. I'm gonna run through the rest of these stories so we can move up out of here because we it's almost time, man. We've been on here for a nice little while now. Let's see here. What else I got going on? Uh-oh. What?
Can I throw a story in there?
Oh God, man, what?
Uh-oh.
I didn't actually read the whole story, but it was just a little snippet of a story that I caught, and it's actually a Detroit story. Well, it's got Michigan ties. What's going on with Jalen Rose and Molly Querim?
Okay, so I would like to do my own show because Jalen Rose is that's coming up. Can you do your show, man? Damn.
Well, I guess we now know what the next story is.
Jalen Rose filed for divorce from Molly Karam, but we already know that because Big Ed already let that cat out the bag. So let's just move on to the next story. So, anyway, the next story is nope. I don't want to hear it.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. What? Go ahead.
There was another headline that I saw that deals with that story. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Nope. It's your show. Go ahead.
No, it's not. It's your show. I didn't know if that's what you was doing in that. Go ahead.
So what was the next story again?
No, go. Never mind. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm gonna eat my sunflower seeds. I don't know what's going on here, but dill pickle sunflower seeds for me.
But apparently Molly Querim and Stephen A. Smith are dating now. That was the other headline that I had from the story.
Okay.
Like I said, I didn't read the story. It was just a headline that because I was going to ask you about that.
Just go ahead and finish the show, man.
No, that's all I had.
Go ahead and finish. Go ahead and finish the show, man. Go ahead. Add stories to you. Add stories. Go ahead and finish. What else? What else happened?
Nothing that I know of. I was just never mind.
All right. I'm gonna. All right. So anyway, 5 employees at Merrimack in Massachusetts broke a world record. They celebrated National Brownie Day by making the world's largest weed brownie, 850-pound brownie with 20,000 milligrams of THC in it.
Holy shit.
That's a big enough brownie to solve domestic terrorism.
So yeah, that's a party. It's getting ready to go down.
Can you imagine that Christmas party?
Oh yeah.
Oh my God! You want to talk about munchies? They
You
were
can't do nothing but imagine because the imagination is gonna be flying off the hook.
Hey, the local pizza place will be on fire, trying to get enough pizzas out to them.
Yeah. Phones jumping off the hook all over town. Pizza places everywhere.
All right, get Domino's, Pizza Hut, Little Caesars. What's that little mom and pop pizza place? Get them too.
And I want some fried mushrooms. There's already somebody. It's always somebody in the crew that got a weird taste for something. I want some of the fried mushrooms they got over at Guy's Pizza.
Hey, that's when you get that brother out of nowhere, that old school brother. Like, hey, they got that fried okra though.
Yeah, give me a meatball sub. Y'all going over to BC? Give me a meatball sub. When you come to the mom and pop neighborhood spots, they always know something on the menu that ain't actually on the menu. Give me them meatball subs. So yeah, that's 850-pound weed brownie, and it's for sale.
That sounds like a place I'd love to work.
Anybody want to get their hands on it, you can buy it.
Oh, yeah.
Now, here's the real question for that. How much is it going for?
That's a good ass question. I don't know.
Because I'm just saying, between the three of us,
that's a lot. It's a party pack.
Man,
you drop that bitch in the middle of the party, cut the music on, and just go.
That's that Happy New Year brownie.
Right?
Yeah, that is what we call one guy buying that brownie, sitting in a room and testing Big Ed's theory of whether or not you can OD on THC.
Shit, I'm willing to try myself.
You can't OD on THC. Well, let's find out. Eat this, motherfucker.
2 bites, and he's like, am I even high anymore?
I don't know if I'm ODing on THC or sugar in this motherfucker. This is
he said, I swear I feel like I got diabetes now.
I'm looking at that brownie like, somebody give me a bowl of ice cream and here, somebody else hold my beer. I'm getting to work.
Yeah, damn. That's a big fucking brownie.
God damn.
That's what she said too. Doing that one, big fucking brownie, but
with the cream filling.
Yeah, where do you get this THC up in you? So last but not least, before I get out of here, I got one last story. This one is not so funny, but this one is probably gonna piss y'all off.
Oh.
So some parents in a suburban Detroit area here knowingly sent their child to school after a positive COVID-19 test. By the time it was discovered, this kid had infected upwards of 75 students. At least 75 students had contracted COVID-19 virus, the coronavirus, from this kid who tested positive and was knowingly sent to school with a positive test.
To me, somebody needs to start pressuring the DA to bring 75 charges of child endangerment against those parents.
Not even just child endangerment. That's one of those things where it's child endangerment is the obvious choice, but we're forgetting about child abuse and neglect by willingly putting their sick child into public with this. Yeah. The best way I could really put this is the ultimate example of a conspiracy theorist irresponsible parenting.
Yeah, I'd be at that parent's doorstep.
Oh no, yeah, no lie. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. It's like I'm not one of those that jumps to violence as an option, but in this situation, you knowingly got my child sick because your child was in their class and you didn't feel as if their positive testing was real or whatever it may be the case. Either way, you knew they had COVID and you sent them into this classroom and got my child sick. Yeah, I'm busting your fucking head no matter what the consequences are.
You know, the saying that they like to say, that these conspiracy theorists like to say, the fuck your feelings theory, it does go both ways.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I mean, I say fuck your shit. I'm gonna shoot your car.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I feel about it. I think my songs come into play right there, man. On that note, I want to thank you guys for joining us, man. Thank you for your input. This is the What Up Doe Show. I'm your boy OG Tim Wilson, and in the set with me I got Big Ed and Wade. On behalf of the crew here at the What Up Doe Show Radio Network, this was the What Up Doe Show. We want to thank you guys for listening. We will be back next week. Make sure you tune in to all of our shows on the network, man. Come to the What Up Doe Show Network on YouTube, and you can find all the shows. You find the Waves Verse, you find the Smoke Session 612, the Fantasy Roundup. Man, we do it all. We getting it all in. So come on down and check us out. I hope you enjoy it, and we'll catch y'all next time. Peace out. Fresh and Crease out. Keep the police out while I bust his niece out, and I'm out of here like last year. Get on the floor, work that quack.
Just in my mind, just need a